No problem there on the extra point. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. David Johnson, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Rivers. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To the air again here, Rivers. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Daquan Jones in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
12 yards on the return that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
Tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Off the play fake, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Fancy footwork in midfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Martin sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Mariota. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
End zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Well, this gives us a chance to look ahead to some big Week 7 games upcoming. New England, Chicago, that's intriguing. Carolina and Philly, you have that game. And then how about Dallas and Washington? They're a combined 6 and 5, but they're playing for first place in the NFC East.
And just think, Dallas and Washington fans, when they have children, the first words they teach them are, we hate that rival team. And now they're going to get after for first place in the East. The records aren't great, but the rivalry is strong. New England, Chicago. Chicago let one get away last week against Miami, but still they have high hopes in the NFC North, and they get to test their mettle against a perennial champion, the New England Patriots. And Carolina, Philly. Carolina had a tough one in Washington last week. Philadelphia, big win last Thursday. Giants in New York. That's a big, big ball game for both of them.
Here's Jackson. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the shotgun, it's Mariota throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, switching gears for a second, let's talk about all the offense that's been going on around the league.
Yes, please. Let's do it.
We've had 3 games where each team has scored 40 points. That didn't happen all of last year. In the most recent example, Week 6, that incredible 43-40 Pats win over the Chiefs.
A lot of people talk about when you make rules changes or you emphasize certain things that you have unintended consequences. Let's not kid ourselves. This was the intended consequence. Open up offenses, more scoring. We're seeing that, and we're seeing it, and fans are loving it. Defensive coordinators are hating it, but fans are loving it. And how about Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, that New England-Kansas City game? Big throw for big throw, touchdown for touchdown, and Brady guides him to a field goal to win it in the end.
Yeah, the elder statesman, because Patrick Mahomes was just 5 years old when Tom Brady threw his first touchdown pass in the NFL. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Orakpo in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of his end zone, Rivers. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
And he's able to get it out of there. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, Mariota being chased out left. Finding room inside the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. As I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Desmond King on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough 1st half, he was locked in.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Delta!
Rivers now on second down, eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Orakpo. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
12, 12, 12.
3rd and long for Rivers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience. Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Lewis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And forget to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. This is Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They try again with Lewis. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards, 10 seconds to go. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Titans, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles